Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Fallout 3 Part 66, Take 2. Because in Take 1, we encountered a bug that would not allow whatever happens here at the train tunnel to continue. And I'll explain that bug and how we fix it as we go. We have to change how I did it initially slightly so that we can get around the bug. But these are all the unmarked locations left in the Capital Wasteland. Can you believe it? We're about there. But let's go ahead. I believe Trenton is behind on sleep, unfortunately. Where is he? I actually need to watch the video again to see if we are. I did get the abandoned car for it. We did get sleep, didn't we? I think we're actually doing okay. Yeah, I think we are. I'll double check later, but I think we're good. So train tunnel here, we have slaves and slavers. And then when you go into this train tunnel here, it's door to the pit tunnel. And of course I remembered into the pit. And there's a radio. This.
To anyone who can hear me, my name is Werner. I come from a settlement to the north. I have information of great value to anyone willing to help me free my people. Please, help us. This message repeats.
And so,
to anyone who can hear me,
that's
my name is
distress signal radio message. And where it's originating from is this radio tower up here. And so, because I recognized that, we went ahead with Trenton and we started running over to that radio tower. There's going to be a Yaogwai here in a second. And Yaogwai are no big deal, of course. And Dogmeat comes in to steal the kill. I love it. And sorry, Dogmeat, I paralyzed you on accident through bats. My bad. Dogmeat will catch up. That's what Dogmeat does. Sorry. And that did not happen last time. But, you know, here we are. Slight differences between alternate takes here. And we're gonna have to run around for a little bit. And this is actually a longer run than I first expected it would be when I first made the run. Like it's a good, like, you wouldn't think it, but this area on the map, this distance on the map, is actually a good few minute run. And that means the map is actually bigger than it looks, and I know, like, I've had plenty of time to soak that in and make that observation. I might have even made that observation in a previous video and I just don't remember it, but yeah, some of these things can be pretty far away for how close together they look on the map. And we'll go mess with that later. But, yeah, so we're gonna go take a look at this radio signal. And depending on how long it takes to get to the pit, I don't know if it's like a one-day trip or like a month or something, but we might be doing that in this episode. I kid you not. We might have to put all our plans on hold so that Trenton can go save some people. Hold up. He's not doing great, is he? There we go. One down. Hash and crunch. There goes another. Looks like he handled himself pretty well. And then I have a stim pack.
Thank you for your help with those guys. They finally tracked me down. I thought I'd have more time. You've come about the broadcast, right? Risky, I know. But it had to be done. So you know who I am. Who are you?
Came because of the radio message. What's the problem?
Well now, a hero. Look at you. I come from a place far to the northwest. It's called the Pitt. It's, well, let's be honest. The place is a nightmare. Radiation, mutation, disease. But the worst of it, my people, some of the only survivors, are slaves. No big deal, you're thinking? It's a rough world, but I have a chance to free them. All I need is an outsider's help before that chance is gone.
Did you escape or something?
Yeah, that's why these guys were after me. As long as I know about the cure, I'm a threat. So I ran. And you can be damn sure there'll be more of them coming.
Okay, wait, slow down. Cure for what?
The pit's a mess. Nearly everyone who lives there is either sick, dying, or worse. It's the water and the air. You can't escape it. You stay there a few years, and no matter what, it'll get you. But the bastards who have my people, they found a way to cure it. And once they have that cure perfected, we don't stand a chance. So we need the cure to bargain for our freedom.
So what do we need to do first? What's your goal? Why can't you do it?
Well, you might try a disguise. They probably won't let some random armed waster past the gates. But if you look like one of the working stiffs, you should be able to slip in with no problem. Lucky for us, a group of slavers is nearby waiting to make a sale. You should be able to get one off of them. They're off to the west, near the tunnel that leads to the pit. That should be our first move.
Disguise or not, I should rescue those slaves.
Whatever, just get the outfit off of one of them while you're playing hero. I'll stay here and meet up with you when it's done. Then we'll head out to the pit.
Okay, so he's gonna meet up with us when it's done, apparently. Then we're gonna go to the pit. So what happened is, we need to acquire a slave outfit. Now here's where the bug happened. So, because of the way I handled this, it became impossible to get a slave outfit. When it shouldn't have. There's supposed to be 2 ways to get a slave outfit, and one of the ways is not working. So we're gonna have to do the other way instead, even though it clashes a little bit with what Trenton would do. It's what we have to do to be able to make it work, you know? And there might be a slight karma hit, we'll see. What is this? This did not happen last time.
Takes care of that.
Random event?
That'll make for some nice juicy steaks. If you like ant, that is.
Right. Any sales?
As long as you don't mind cooking it yourself.
Okay. Well, here's 25 caps I didn't have last time. That's not bad. There we go.
Another Bye.
Alright, let's keep on moving. A couple of hunters here too. Interesting.
Yes?
Actually hunters instead of cannibal hunters. But yeah, so this is obviously new to Trenton, but not new to me up to the point where the bug happens. And so I was talking about Trenton actually considering this because he and his dad help the wasteland in different ways. Trenton's dad is a genius and could provide pure water to everybody. And that's great, and Trenton wants to help with that, but let's be honest, what Trenton is born for, what he's best at, is he's a born killer. He kills people better than anybody else. And so for better or worse, that's his talent. And he wants to make the world a better place, so he's been cleaning up the wasteland, killing raiders, slavers, killing monsters that could cause harm to people. And so now, he's gonna save these people because this is what Trenton does best.
Hey, are you the guy from the pit?
It's me, I'm here to buy these slaves. Who, me? No, I'm just here to kill you slaving bastards.
Oh, is that so? Well then, kill away!
And there we go. And that's how Trenton wants to handle this. Straight, up front, honest, even though the slavers didn't really deserve it. But it's because Trenton knows that he can win anyway. He's not worried for a second that men of these caliber could take him on. Not close this is. I mean, come on. Good job, dog meat. Full-on shotgun shots to the face. Barely effect. Look at dog meat with the cinematic kill. I love it. Alright. And there you go. Slaver's taken care of. So, we're getting the slave outfit. There's supposed to be, and I'll double check just to make sure we need to do this way. There's supposed to be a dead slave or something on this mattress. Not that one, but that one. Because that one's not interactable with. That has a slave outfit on it that you can just take off of him. But it's not there like it should be. And so instead, it's just not there. See how it's not interactable?
Oh my god! You killed them! Are you real? You're here to save us? Where are we going?
And so we're gonna have to take Prosper's slave outfit, I think. You're free now, but I need your help dressing like a slave. I'm not taking you anywhere, but I need your clothes now.
My clothes? Off my back? Well, I guess. You did help us. I'm sure I'll make do out there in the wastes.
Yeah, good luck.
Don't worry about me. I'll find something, I'm sure. Take them, please. Take them.
Thank you. So, yeah, negative karma. It is what it is. We saved them, at least. Thanks. Now take off. I'm done with you. Good. Now get out of here before I change my mind. See, now these are very negative things to say. I didn't want to do this, but it's the only way because there's no other slave outfit for us to take.
Yes, sir. Yes, we will. Thank you again. You're very kind.
Yeah, sorry about treating you like that, Prosper, but there's no slave outfit to interact with to get otherwise. So that's the bug we were stuck with and why, even though that's not what Trenton would do, it's what we had to do to be able to get this to continue. So, there you go. Tattered slave outfit. Oh my god. Take the... So yeah, this is us now. Excellent. Let's take the Deathclaw Gauntlet off temporarily to blend in a little better. And then, yeah. Alright, he's right there. Okay, so as of now, I don't know what's happening next. That was just what happened at the beginning of take 1 and why we had to fix it. Alright, Werner.
Alright, you got a disguise. Good, good. We're ready to head out. I'll meet you up by the tunnel that leads to the pit. You go get whatever you'll need for the trip.
Okay. I had a couple questions first.
Oh yeah? What is it?
What do you need me to do?
Gather what supplies you'll need and meet me at the first tunnel to the pit. You'll never find your way there without me to guide you.
Okay. Tell me about your people.
The city's built on the backs of slaves. We're diseased and suffering. What else do you want to know?
Who's in charge of the pit?
He's a guy named Asher. I don't know where he came from, but he's strong enough that he keeps all the other bosses in line. The bosses, well, they're a ragtag group of vicious little fucks, but they have the guns and the power. Asher keeps them from killing each other and keeps them forcing us to work.
Anyone helping you free your people?
Medea. She's another slave like me. She's helping to organize them. She'll know when it's time.
Okay. Where do your people come from?
Some of us are native to the pit. Most of us are, really. People sometimes have kids before the sickness takes them. But the need for slaves has gotten bigger. Asher started importing them. Ever wonder why there are so many slavers, but you hardly see any slaves? The slaver operation in this area has been supplying the pit.
Oh, is that how they explain it? Okay. Let's talk about something else.
You got it, hero.
Hero, let's go. So, the thing is, if we have to blend in as a slave, Trenton is a natural-born killer with his hands. Weapon-free, if he needs to be. So if this turns into a thing where we get, like, no weapons, and he just has his fists up, Trenton is, like, the best man for the job. Tell me about your people.
What else do you want to know?
Oh, that was it. Tell me about the pit.
What do you want to know about it?
How did the city get started?
After the war, the place just turns into a shithole. The buildings start falling over. The sickness makes people just turn on each other.
Why don't they leave?
Some of them change. They lose any sense of who they are. They just go around killing and fucking and eating. Like animals, man.
Whoa.
Some people are still okay, but just, I don't know. Anyway, about 30 years ago, those Brotherhood guys come in and wipe the place out. They kill all of these sick fucks. Anything that looks like it's gonna fight, bam! Then they take whatever they were looking for and leave.
Damn. Tell me about what the Brotherhood did.
Well, as bad as the pit is, it used to be worse. Much worse. It was complete chaos. Every man for himself. About the time I was born, those Brotherhood guys swept through the place. Killed anything that put up a fight. More than half the place was dead by the time they were done. It was a slaughter. But they got the worst of the worst. If it weren't for the Brotherhood sweeping the place, I doubt if Asher would have been able to get control of as much as he has.
Okay, so it was kind of for the best, a little bit? What happens to people who get sick?
It's hard to describe. It's nasty, and it affects everyone a little differently. But the longer you're there, the more it gets you. Some just get sick and die. Others go crazy, completely psycho. They live out in the city. We call them wild men. And
Okay.
the worst, well, just hope you never have to see them. They turn into animals. They forget who they are. They just eat, sleep, fuck, and kill. But this cure, maybe it can stop all that.
Okay, so not ghouls, because I'm pretty sure ghouls don't fuck, but could be wrong on that. Who lives there?
The city is built on the backs of slaves. My people. We're diseased and suffering.
Right.
They've restarted the steel mills there.
Steel mills.
They have us breaking down metal and reforging it. No one knows why.
Okay.
But the guy in charge, Asher, you can damn well bet your life that he has a plan.
All right. Well, let's talk about something else.
You got it, hero.
Gotta go.
We're counting on you.
All right. So it didn't let us talk about how long a trip this would be. If it's like Point Lookout and it takes a whole month, we're not gonna do it. If it takes like a day, then Trenton can't resist. He needs to help save people.
The first junction is just down this tunnel.
Okay. So, let's take a look here. 9:26, 11 a.m. This tunnel leads to a complicated network of tunnels and old highways that travel far to the northwest to the pit. The going will be rough and harsh, supplies will be scarce, and you won't be able to return until your business there is concluded. Are you sure you wish to travel to the pit? We're gonna say travel to the pit. So there is no returning. Once we commit, we're committed. But I think we're gonna travel to the pit, and then we'll reload a save or whatever if we have to. If it's too far back, let's see. Let's do a save. Okay. Wait, it saved for us. Oh well, isn't that convenient? All right, travel to the pit. Dog meat's waiting outside Vault 101. Right. Okay. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Time didn't even really pass. 4 minutes. Yeah, this will be fine. So this is our map. Haven, Pit Uptown, Pit Steel Yard, Pit Downtown, Train Yard, Pit Bridge. Okay. Alright, we're doing this. Trenton's here to help. He's here to help.
Hang on, someone's coming. Let me do the talking. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
I might ask you the same thing. You got a lot of guts coming back to this place, Werner.
Yeah? Well, I guess that's the difference between us. I have a lot of guts. You don't.
Oh, what? That's how you're doing the talking, huh? We got a guy up here.
That's what you get.
I was gonna say, did you really get him like that? Damn, Werner. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Werner is an absolute monster. What are you shooting at? Okay. He's shooting at a dead body. Yo, Werner absolutely tore this place to pieces. That was crazy. I had no idea we were with such an absolute unit. That was nuts. Okay. All right, yeah. Let's unequip the Gatling laser. Where does it go? Nobody knows. Rad-X stem. Oh yeah, and purified. All that. Chinese assault rifle. Is he coming to us now? Sneaking to us. Yes, Werner? Okay. There was a guy up there. Assault rifle. There was a guy up there, but that's fine. Shotgun shells. Alright, if they're gonna let me come in, if we're gonna be able to infiltrate with all our stuff, it's gonna be easier than I thought.
We've got to keep moving. There's no time.
Okay, why weren't you going earlier? But okay. Oh man. Yo, we look kind of jacked. Yeah, we do. Let's go. Absolute icon, this guy. Trenton in the flesh. There we go. Might as well make it cinematic if we're forced to walk this slow, right? Okay, yeah, that's cool how... See, it did not take a month. I don't know why Point Lookout did.
We've got to keep moving. There's no time. This is as far as I can go. It's up to you from here on out. If you dress up like a slave, you should be able to get past the gates without a problem.
Okay.
Once you're inside, find a slave named Medea. She'll be able to help you. Remember, your goal is to get access to Asher and find the cure. After you have it, I'll contact you.
You sure I can't sneak a weapon in? Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to bring my weapons.
Well, you might be able to get a small gun or a knife past them if you conceal it just right.
Nah.
I can do that for you, but I can't promise that they won't see it and just gun you down. You want the gun or the knife?
Never mind, I'm fine without it.
Yeah, probably for the best. Are you clear on what you need to do?
Get in, find Medea. Got it.
That's it. Good luck. We're counting on you.
Okay. So do I not have my... I still have my stuff. Do I not give him my stuff? Hello? Is there somewhere to drop my stuff off or no? Look, there's all that stuff. What? There's red icon markers right there, bro. What's going on with that? Yo, Werner.
Head to the pit. There isn't much time.
Yeah, but I have weapons. Where do I put the weapons? Oh, I had that for money, didn't I? Wait, I don't get it. I mean, I guess I could also stealth boy my way through the whole thing, maybe? I don't know. Are there people or like what's going on? Welcome to Pittsburgh. Oh, that's the pit. Okay. Oh, they're wild men. Gotcha. So these are not people. I was gonna say, where do they want me putting my weapons then? Goodbye. There you go. Nice and easy. I did not need that dirty water. Yeah, hello. For being wild, they can use a gun still. But I guess using a gun's not that complicated. Nice. Wipe them out. Easy enough. We have no armor on and we're still absolutely launching. Alright, let's heal up from that armorless escapade. I mean, we still have 28 VR. There we go. Okay. Let's unequip the Deathpaw Gauntlet. I'm still not completely sure how they want us to handle this. The Pitt Bridge. I love how it's Pittsburgh, but it's the Pitt. No travel time to Pittsburgh? Pretty wild. Thanks for the frag mines, I guess? Supposed to go around like this? I think I am. Hey, bye. Look at this Pittsburgh skyline. afraid of these frag mines going off and blowing up cars and killing us. Not gonna lie. How did the dogs and moles not set these off? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's a lot of Rad-X, or a lot of Rads. Let's take a Rad-X here. I want to be in the slave outfit. Hello? Where? A Pitt Raider? Okay. Ow. That actually really hurt? Because I have no armor on? Rude. Really worried about not having somewhere to put my weapons getting me busted for some reason. Sniper rifle, Raider ordnance. Okay, I see friendly markers. Whoa. Oh, those are slaves. Yeah, with the collars that blow up. Yeah. Yikes. Oh, and frag mines. Damn it, guys. Stop getting yourselves killed. I'm trying to save you. Okay, so friendly markers were not the people I'm trying to trick. Those were just more slaves making a run for it that did not succeed. I feel really fast now that we're not wearing that power armor. Good, that's a Pitt Raider that actually wants to talk. Good, good, good. I still don't know where to put my weapons. I don't like it. Should we get sleep now in case we don't get more later? Maybe that's the right call. Let's do it. This might be a long ordeal. Let's be fully rested for it. I know this is that's way ahead of time on needing sleep, but better safe than sorry. Hello?
I love it. Another slave wanted back here, huh? What's wrong? Couldn't get over the bridge? You're lucky I don't fucking paste you.
Look at his eyes.
Why I should... Wait, what the... Now would you look at this? Where'd you get all this shit anyway? Whatever. Mine now. Thanks, Scab. I hit the jackpot today. Now get back in there and get to work. Or next time I'll just stake you out there for the trogs.
For the trogs. Okay, so I do lose all my stuff. Ah, is it all in here? Yeah, I bet it is. Son of a... I have nothing. Alright then. Mechs. Gate to downtown. Let's do this. If anyone's ready for hand-to-hand combat, it's Trenton. So if that's what it comes down to, we'll be ready.
Your friends are dead. You're next if you don't talk.
Alright, they already have a plan. They already have a plan. Don't ruin the plan. We need to find Medea. Okay. Okay. This makes sense. They're doing the hard work. Raiders just look at it. Whoa.
You want to die, asshole? Back to it. You'll walk off if you know what's good for you.
Right. Sorry. Okay, Medea. Where's Medea?
Don't you look at me.
Anthony's sick. He sent me to take his place.
Look at all that. Anthony's sick and someone's taking his place. Okay. That's not Medea.
Fucking peon.
That is Medea.
Werner sent you, didn't he? Good. He finally found someone. We can't talk out in the open like this. Meet me in my house as soon as you can. We'll talk there.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. There you go. I'm glad you recognized that wasn't working. Okay, while she's doing that, let's look around. Look at all that. Those heads again, they're everywhere. Those heads. They're everywhere. Are these people's quote-unquote houses?
Don't look at me, scab.
Kai?
Yeah, what do you want?
What are you doing? Shouldn't you be working? No, never mind.
Sure, whatever. Let me know if you need some food.
Okay. Oh. What? What? You just threw a hand at the pot. Is that the pot for eating or no? That's usually what happens, but okay. Dia's quarters.
All right, we can talk now, but we shouldn't take too long. They saw you come in here, so they'll come looking for you if you take too long. I have a plan for getting you into Asher's palace, but we need to wait. In the meantime, you're going to have to blend in.
Okay. You're right. What can I do so I don't stand out?
I don't know what you saw on the way in, but the guards don't really take kindly to workers just standing around. You're going to need to look busy, or they'll sniff you out pretty quickly. And if they get too close, you don't look like you belong here. So I'm going to send you out to do a job that will keep you away from the guards.
Whatever it is, I can handle it. So what is it?
Outside of the mill, there are a bunch of old steel ingots just lying around. Every so often, the foreman puts out a work order to collect them. It's practically a death sentence, and they never assign it to anyone. They make us pick who's going to do it. Bastards.
Let me guess, the area's full of super mutants?
What in God's name is a super mutant? You know what? Never mind. Whatever they are, you're wrong. What it is full of are trogs.
Okay. The hell's a trog?
They're what most of us hope we never become. The contamination gets to everyone to some degree. For most people, it's some form of cancer. Sometimes harmless, sometimes not. For others, the contamination drives them insane. If it doesn't kill them, it changes them. They become animals, deformed and inhuman. It's not pretty. They're everywhere and they kill on sight.
Okay. So I'm just supposed to strangle them with my bare hands if I meet one?
I can't really help you there. Ask around. Maybe check with Marco in the mill. He's been making some of our tools into weapons.
I'll just punch him.
You might even be able to find a gun on one of the dead bosses out in the steel yard. What was that?
What's going on in here, Medea?
Yo,
Who
Jack.
is this scab?
Nothing. Nothing, sir. I was just telling this new worker about the job the foreman posted.
Oh, yeah? So he's the one that's going out to the steel yard, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what was the quest for that? Collect optional, get a weapon from Marco. We don't need that. We use our fists. Collect 10 ingots from the steel
I
yard.
told him what he needs to do. He knows. 10 ingots, as fast as he can.
Well, then. I hope you also said goodbye. All right, playtime's over. Get to work, grinders.
Asher up there in his palace and us down here in the muck. You're supposed to be blending?
Tell me about this cure.
The cure is the key to healing the sickness around here. Look at us. We've all got it. And the more they force us to work in this mess, the worse it gets. People are going trog faster than ever before.
Going
The
trog.
cure is the first thing in this place that hasn't been infected.
I want to talk about you.
What about me? I was born here, I'll probably die here. I've lived my whole life under Asher's boot heel. The only thing that keeps me alive is the thought that I might be able to turn the tables someday.
We're gonna do that right now. What do you want to talk about the pit?
I was born shortly after the Brotherhood Scourge. As bad as it is now, I can't imagine what it was like before Asher. Some of the stories I heard when I was a little girl, about the Trogs and the Wildmen, it'd scare the hell out of you. I don't care how tough you were. Honestly, I don't know how anything survived, let alone how Asher managed to control any of those freaks. Sometimes, just sometimes, I think that maybe things are better with him here.
Tell me about you and your people.
We come from all over. Most were born here, but lately, the bosses have been bringing us in from all over.
Right. Alright, gotta go.
Come on, head out to the steel mill and look busy.
I'm going.
Eyes down. Move on, piss hand.
That's nice. Okay, so I guess that was the other way that we hadn't explored yet. That's convenient. 10 steel ingots? Easy. Where's Marco, though? Any of these Marco? No? Okay. Is this Marco? That's Aiden.
Hey there. Welcome to the family.
Wow, he is a scabby guy. Whoa. Why are you so cheery?
I'm not cheery, really. I've just accepted my role here. I found a book once. Medea read part of it to me. It said, "The master doesn't try to be powerful. He is powerful. An ordinary man keeps reaching for power, and thus never has enough."
So you're just happy to be where you are?
I'd like to be free, but I'm not. And the harder I cling to that idea, the more miserable I'll be that I'm stuck here.
Right.
And this work is hard enough without extra misery. Speaking of which, I should get back to it.
Okay, Aiden, I'm glad it's kind of working for you, somewhat. Door to the mill. Look at all this. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't find too much, huh? Wow, this place looks like it could be really hot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. This is awesome, though. Brand?
You're new, aren't you? Are you here from the Erie Stretch? The Capital Wasteland? Ronto? Where's home?
Why do you want to know?
Well, since you might be able to help me, I'll let you in on a little secret. The slaves are always planning all sorts of things. I find out what's going on and let the bosses know, and they let me shrug off some of the work detail. Good deal, huh? If you hear anything, you should let me know.
Wow. Man, bullshit.
What's new? Have you heard anything?
Oh my god. Haven't heard anything.
That's a shame. Keep an eye open.
Yeah, okay. Good sign. There's no way in hell that's happening. Ammo press terminal? What? Operating instructions? Authorized user only. Ammo production. Access to the top. That makes sense. Slave again. That looks so cool. This is all so cool, it looks so hot. Oh my, that looks going, doesn't it? Wow.
So you're the lucky scab gathering ingots for me today, huh?
Yeah, that's me.
Good to see a little enthusiasm for once. Well, follow me.
Well, I wanted to talk to Marco first, but... Hold up. I don't want to get busted. I don't want to get busted.
Actually, don't even tell me. It's not alive for long anyways.
Oh, that's nice. Abandoned area. Alright, this is where we'll call it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. This is a cool little... I'm looking forward to seeing how well we do. No armor, no weapons. Out trying to find 10 steel ingots. How do we do? This sounds like it could be challenging, could be interesting, but also very, very dangerous with no resources to use. So... I'm excited. I'm excited and scared for Trenton. We're going to do it. There's no way we lose him here. We've done too much. It would crush me if we died now. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving a like. And if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Either way, thank you so much for joining Trenton and I on this journey. And I will see all of you next time.